All right, so we're diving deep today into something I think we all could use more of.
Yeah,
Happiness.
definitely.
But like not just the, fleeting kind of the deeper sense of like joy in everyday life.
Yeah.
So I was really excited when you sent over Happier by Ben-Shahar. But I have to admit, when I saw like happiness formula, I was like, oh, come on.
All right.
Like another self-help book.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
this one's grounded in like the science of positive psychology. So it's more about like practical strategies,
Totally.
not just like, vague affirmations.
Right.
So I don't know, it seems kind of fascinating.
It is really fascinating.
Like, what is positive psychology?
So positive psychology.
How does this book fit into it?
Yeah, well, positive psychology is not about like ignoring the negative.
Yeah.
It's really about understanding what makes life worth living and building on those strengths.
Okay, so where does Happier fit into all this?
Well, Ben-Shahar does a really good job of blending the research with real-life examples
Yeah.
and exercises
Oh, cool.
to make it feel very applicable. Like he's handing you a toolkit,
Cool.
not a magic wand.
So no like instant bliss spot transformation?
No,
Okay.
definitely not.
It's a journey.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned this like happiness formula.
Right.
Is it a literal formula?
So it's not a literal mathematical equation,
Okay.
but it's a framework for understanding the elements
Okay.
that contribute to a fulfilling life.
All right, I'm curious now.
Yeah.
Give me the breakdown.
So Ben-Shahar says happiness is about finding a balance between 4 key areas:
All right.
pleasure, engagement, meaning, and relationships.
Okay, so like pleasure is like those moments of joy
Exactly.
and delight.
Exactly. And engagement is like being absorbed in those activities
Yeah.
that challenge you and inspire you.
Okay, and meaning.
Meaning comes from connecting to something larger than yourself,
Yeah.
whether it's a cause or a community,
Okay.
a spiritual belief,
Okay, got it.
and then relationships,
Yeah,
nurturing those strong social connections.
of course.
That's vital.
So it's not about being like a perfect 10
Right.
in each of these areas all the time,
Exactly.
but more about like,
Yeah.
how they interact.
Recognizing where you might be out of balance
Yeah.
and making intentional choices to nurture those areas
Right.
that need attention.
So this is where I think the idea of rituals comes in.
Yes.
Like the book really emphasizes these
Yeah.
small daily actions that we can take to, contribute to our well-being. How does that work?
So think of rituals as these anchors,
Okay.
these intentional acts that you do that help ground you
Okay.
and cultivate positive emotions.
Like, give me some examples.
Yeah, so it could be as simple as like starting your day
Go.
with a gratitude practice, taking a few minutes to meditate,
Okay.
or even just like making time for a walk in nature.
Yeah, I've actually tried incorporating that morning gratitude practice,
Oh, awesome.
and I'm always amazed at how it just shifts
Yeah,
my perspective
totally.
for like the entire day.
It's amazing.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
And it's like the beauty of these small acts.
exactly.
They can have a ripple effect
Yes.
on your overall well-being.
Yeah,
Another point that really resonated with me
yeah,
was the book's emphasis on self-compassion.
absolutely.
Like, we're not going to be happy all the time.
Yeah,
Life happens.
life happens.
But the book gives you permission
Yes.
to be human,
To be human.
to experience those difficult emotions
Yes.
without judgment.
Without judging yourself for it.
Exactly. And it's recognizing that negative emotions are just a natural part of life.
They are.
And instead of resisting them,
Yeah.
we can learn to navigate them
Exactly.
with kindness and understanding.
Yeah. And like those daily rituals can be like a lifeline
Yeah,
during tough times
for sure.
to remind us to be gentle with ourselves.
Yeah. And you're creating a framework
Yeah.
for resilience
Totally.
and equipping yourself with the tools
Right.
to cope with the ups and downs.
So like what does this all mean for our listener? It's
Yeah.
about understanding that happiness
Yeah.
isn't this like passive state of being,
It's not.
right? It's an active pursuit
Yes.
that requires effort
effort
and intention.
and intention.
But by understanding the science and implementing these strategies,
Yes.
you can cultivate a more joyful and fulfilling life.
You're taking ownership of your happiness.
Exactly.
You're not just waiting for it to happen.
Exactly. And as we wrap up,
Okay.
here's a final thought
Yeah.
to ponder.
Okay.
If you could choose just one small ritual
Uh-huh.
to start practicing today,
Yeah.
what would it be?
What would it be?
And why?
Yeah. Maybe it's that morning gratitude practice that Ben-Shahar talks about. Maybe it's something completely different.
Yeah.
What first step will you take on this journey?
Good question.
Towards a happier UQ.
Yeah.
We've only just scratched the surface
of
happier today.
Yeah.
So if you're ready to dive deeper into this fascinating field, we highly recommend checking out the book itself.
That's really good.
All right, that's it for our deep dive today.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us.
It was fun.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.